Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have Mark Cuban, recurring guest Mark Cuban on the show. We also have recap of Monday Night Football, recap of Tuesday Night Football, which is still going on right now. We're rooting for the over. There's 3 minutes left in the game. We're going to talk Le'Veon Bell. We're going to talk Hot Seat Cool Throne. We're going to do Guys on Chicks. We're going to have a great Wednesday show. Feel good Wednesday show. Before we do all that, Part of My Take is brought to you by the Cash App. Billy, you got a smirk on your face. You love the Cash App, Billy. They give you money because you have your cash tag. If you don't have your cash tag, they won't give you money. Got to go download the Cash App. Links directly to your bank account. It's the best service out there. You can pay money to your friends, family, whatever. Download the Cash App today. Download it. The Cash App is the best. And free money right now. When you download the Cash App, you get $10 for free. If you put in code Barstool, you get $10 to the ASPCA, so you're helping out. And it's
I would say that if you don't download the Cash App, you're killing puppies. Killing animals.
It's no different than PFT and Hank adopting their dogs from a puppy mill. That's the exact same thing.
That's not what I did. There's a Mennonite family.
And Billy as well. Sorry, Billy. Billy also. Billy, do you think that naming your dog Whitey for Whitey Ford and then having it pass, that you are to blame?
No, Whitey Ford passed.
Right.
Did you kill Whitey Ford?
Right. Did you kill Whitey Ford?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, if you download the Cash App, you can make sure that Billy doesn't kill any more dogs. Use code Barstool.
If you don't download the Cash App, they're going to make a Black Mass 2?
Are they going to go for this right now and not kick a field goal?
You better not, Vrabel.
You better not, Vrabel. All right, let's go.
I would cut my penis off to get this over.
Download the Cash App right now. App Store. He's standing on the sidelines. God damn it. App Store or Google Play Store today. Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Wednesday, October 14th, and the Titans are going for it on 4th and 1. They got it. We need the over. Now, there's
the
Bills,
too much time. Let them score.
Yeah, there's too much time. They can't run it out.
Bills are without timeouts right now. We've got the 2-minute warning.
Crunch the match.
Yeah.
Do the fucking
You're right.
match.
Correct.
40 seconds on the play clock.
We have this.
Plays.
We're Gucci.
No offense, PFT, but I don't trust either of our math brains.
No, that's fine. We're not in math brain right now. We're in optimist brain.
Huh? Remember the Peloton thing.
They multiply by 10.
Jake is our math guy. We got this. I still don't believe Jake either.
Why?
We need someone smarter than Jake.
It's 160 seconds.
That's 2 minutes. Billy, good call.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Yes, Billy. Good job.
And 40 seconds.
All right, so we're watching Tuesday Night Football.
How many months is it? Like, if I'm thinking in pregnancy terms here. We've got like
it's
2 minutes, 150th of a
But you know what they're going to do? They're not going to kick the field goal if they don't score a touchdown. God damn it!
Yeah, no, they can run it out now.
Exactly what's going to happen. They're not going to go. They're not going to kick a field goal.
Yeah,
they're not going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, Vrabel wants to test Gostkowski.
If Mike Vrabel doesn't get this over,
he does hate kickers.
He's on my shit list. Okay,
it is Tuesday Night Football.
Tuesday Night Football.
You want to start with that?
Yeah, we're watching Tuesday Night Football.
I'm enjoying it. It's bonus football.
Yeah, the Tennessee Titans need some respect, not for their handling of COVID, but for their playing of football, because they were fantastic tonight. They looked awesome. Ryan Tannehill. It's still Ryan Tannehill season. Like, if you put all his stats together, I'm sure. Tannehill. He also. That was so
touchdown?
Far past the line.
Illegal.
So far past the line. Ryan Tannehill, as I'm complimenting him, runs 3 yards past the line and tries to throw a touchdown.
He does what Ryan Fitzpatrick threatens to do on
They're
every
not going to give
play.
this to him. They're gonna review it. I mean, he was so far past the line.
There's no flag yet.
It was comical.
There's no flag.
It was comical how far past the line he was. He was a solid 4 yards past the line, and they're not going to they're going to review it, and they're going to turn it back, and we're fucked.
They're going to break our hearts. But it is football on a Tuesday night, which we're
football
not used
on a Tuesday
to.
night.
It's the amoeba scheduling of the NFL. So they push the Bills back.
Wait, no.
It has to be the whole body.
Yeah, look,
Dude,
his foot.
he was 5 yards past the line.
No, he wasn't. His foot was on the 7. The thing was on the 7.
What about his hand? Where was his hand?
So far
We forget
past
Billy
the
knows
line.
football better than we do based off
Look,
last week.
that's not where the line was.
Do you see where the second down is? The
riding with-
line
I'm
isn't
riding with
where
Billy.
the.
All right, Billy, we'll
I'm
ride
done
with
being
you.
on the wrong side of
All right,
history.
so we're watching. So Ryan Tannehill's been fantastic. The Titans looked awesome. The Bills, they're still a good team, but not their night. I think I just blame it on body clock.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. Josh Allen is Mr. Sunday.
Also-
you can't expect it's. We talked with Warren Sharp about circadian rhythms. He's brought that up several times. I don't know what it means, but I think this is on the cicadas.
Yes, this is absolutely on the cicadas. 18 years. It also, Josh Allen, update on his interceptions. One was off his teammate's hands, not his fault. The other, he made the tackle, so that negates the interception. Still at 0. Mm-hmm. Still at 0.
Also, the mustache is looking sharp on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I think that might be like an anti-COVID thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like fly paper, so the COVID all goes to that mustache, doesn't go in his nose or in his mouth. He's
That's
keeping
smart.
himself healthy.
That's smart.
He looks like you know what I like about it actually? Since he's so tall, I always like it when a tall person has something on their person that can let me know when I look at them that they're not an NBA player if I see him in public.
Got it.
Because when you see guys like 6'6", your first question is like, wow, is he in the NBA?
Yeah.
With Josh Allen, if you have that mustache, nope, definitely not.
Definitely not. He wasn't great. Okay, you know what? We're Josh Allen defenders. We love Josh Allen. We will admit when he's not playing great. He didn't play great tonight. I actually have to say though, the Bills defense, they got to be a little concerned because they have not been looking like the Bills defense of last year, where they were one of the best units in the NFL. They look a little.
They look flat tonight.
Yeah, a
banged
little
up.
weak. No teeth.
Banged up.
Yeah, banged up. But
They also don't have
still-
the luxury of having 2 weeks off like the Titans.
Josh Norman should retire after Derrick
Oh,
Henry.
God.
That was what I think you just Ole Derrick Henry in the open field. Like, what's the point?
Well,
It's either going to be embarrassing or super embarrassing. Those are the only two options.
You should be allowed to have a knife.
Call stands. There you go,
Touchdown.
Billy.
There's the over.
There we go.
The
Love it.
line was in the wrong place.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
right. The blue line's not
That
official.
blue line fucked us up.
But yeah, Josh Norman, not a good look. He went beyond horizontal, and Derrick Henry has a tendency to do this to people. He did it to that guy in college where he made him like flip backwards and do a 360.
Yep.
And Derrick Henry's stiff arms are hilarious, not because they're just like so powerful and he puts you into the earth. He does like the Kill Bill, the 5-finger death punch on you. He like taps you with his fingertips, and then your heart stops immediately, and you go limp, you go flying.
It's a full punch.
Josh Norman, it's going to be tough to go back and watch that film.
Good news is Josh Norman, I don't think really, like, he hasn't cared about playing football in a while.
Correct. I mean,
So-
he signed with the Washington football team.
Yeah,
so
he
that's,
I think that's long past.
I
So,
call him Josh Mormon
there you go.
because he's going to need a soak after that one.
You know what? That was good. 2-8.
2-8.
2-8.
Take it.
2-8
Fair.
boobs. But yeah, so the Titans, I'm going to give the Titans credit. I think we got to do like a power rankings of angriest fans on Twitter for NFL teams. Mm-hmm. It's usually the teams that are not like, premier teams, not like number one market teams, and they just constantly feel disrespected. I think Titan fans are slowly getting into that realm.
They are. Ever since they got the internet in Tennessee, they're starting to get very vocal
That's not very
online.
nice.
They're
Doug's
not
used to coach there.
They're not going to be mad because they can't hear this right now. They don't have podcasts.
I love the city of Nashville.
Nashville is very fun. I would say
Those twins that are on Broadway all the time.
The
that's
Jaguars.
funny.
Jaguars Twitter can get very mean.
They haven't been good for a while, but
Yeah,
yeah.
they're starting to enter the realm where they've like kind of accepted who they are.
Yep.
Texans Twitter
when they're
gets very
good,
upset.
It
Yeah.
gets very upset. Bills Twitter actually is up there. We're on the right side of Bills
we
Twitter,
are.
but if you're on the wrong side of Bills Twitter, I think they're very aggressive.
Thank God we're on the right side.
Yeah, I don't want to be on the wrong side. of
Seahawks
that.
Twitter,
Yeah.
they will swarm.
Yes. Oh, yeah. If you tell them Russ isn't a great cook.
If you make like a diss track against DK Metcalf, a lot of people take it out of context and then come at you.
Is there context?
Yeah, there's context.
That's a contextless diss track.
DK and I
It was fantastic.
DK
by
and
the
I
way.
would just like facing off against each other. Iron sharpens iron.
Come at you how? What are people saying?
It's one of those things where it's like, what's the context? Like, well, can't really explain. It's
Well,
just,
the entire context is we are both very mean to each other,
Yeah.
but we both like it when people are mean to us.
Right, exactly. So that was this game. I apologize to the Titans for doubting them. Jay Feely, terrible, by the way. Hate him.
As a kicker.
No, and as an announcer.
As both, yeah.
Yeah.
2 gloves when he kicked.
People forget Jay Feely had that tweet. He had 2 tweets. One was the classic holding a gun to his daughter's date.
He was the original gun girl.
Yeah, he is the gun girl. We should call him Jay Feely the gun girl. And then when he responded to someone saying, I don't play video games, I play real life.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's very good,
Jay Feely. And you wore fucking gloves as a kicker, like PFT said.
I feel like CBS should have just made the sacrifice and send one of the A or B or C team
or just have
for this
him
game.
Sit in a studio.
Yeah.
Like keep Nance and Romo in Dallas and have them sit together on a fucking Zoom call so we don't have to listen to Jay Feely. Like, no offense, but Jay Feely, you're a fucking kicker, dude.
Josh Norman gets stiff-armed through the crust of the earth, and Tony Romo's like, I think it's just a cramp.
Yeah. No, actually, that was a good tackle by Josh Norman.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah.
I was thinking with Tuesday Night Football, it's weird. I like it, but it's bonus football.
Mm-hmm.
If a weekend of NFL action is like going to a really fancy wedding, you've got your cocktail hour on Thursday night. You've got your bread on Saturday night sometimes.
Yep.
You've got your main courses on Sunday.
Yep.
Then the champagne toast on Monday. This is like the pizza that you pick up on the way home because the food was really good, but the portions were too small.
Almost a pick. Yes, I like that. Or they order McDonald's for everyone.
Yes.
As the lights come on.
Yeah,
and so you can Your date has her flip-flops in her hands and a double bacon cheese in the other hand.
Everybody's standing outside holding the sparklers. You're over house and quarter pounder with cheeses.
You're putting chicken nuggets into your pockets.
Yes, exactly.
That is Tuesday Night Football.
It would be kind of nice if the NFL did a surprise game. Just didn't tell us at all. Maybe like a Friday afternoon game, and it's like a Beyonce album drop.
Yeah.
They don't need to advertise it. So if the NFL told you at high noon on Friday, guess what? We've got the Cardinals and the Rams playing tonight. Everybody rushes their TV, right?
Yes. I'm not trying to neg the Bills here, but shooters shoot, and the best way to get back on track is to get back on the field. Maybe play Thursday Night Football against the Chiefs.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Why not? No, but so the Bills get their first loss. The Titans continue to be 4-0. And my apologies to the boys. Busting with the boys, Taylor Lewan and Will Compton, who we love. I doubted them, but some may say my doubt is what fueled them. So you're welcome. And Mike Vrabel, who we love as well. And we know he would have kicked a field goal for us if he needed to.
Yeah, he knew.
He would have done that. All right, Monday Night Football. Justin Herbert played well. The Chargers, I said it on Twitter, and it's so fucking true, that the Chargers are the Seahawks. They just lose at the end.
Well, I said on Twitter that they're the Seahawks with a landlord.
Yeah.
So they are the JV low rent version of what the Seahawks are. They play weird games. They're always in it till the end. But they're just always on the losing end of those really weird, strange fourth quarters.
They invent ways to lose.
Yep.
And Mike Williams and the Chargers and Justin Herbert, which I think I'm going to now call him that just because I think I like him more that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think I mispronounced his name like 7 times.
It's Herbert, but it's Herbert.
Yeah,
it's Herbert. Played well, and then Drew Brees. So I'm sticking with my Drew Brees is washed. He had that throw where the guy was wide open. Credit to him.
Mm-hmm.
Won the game. So here's what I'm going to do. When I say Drew Brees is washed, he can still be an average quarterback. I'm not saying that he's like terrible. What I'm saying is they have a Super Bowl roster, and Drew Brees is probably going to be the thing that holds them back when they get in a playoff game against a pass rush, and everything isn't as easy, and Drew Brees can't throw it downfield.
Well, I would say that, and also their defense. I saw Ryan Clark.
They had some injuries. They got to get some
Ryan
guys
Clark
back.
made the analogy to the Broncos from 2015, where they had Peyton Manning, who essentially had like one leg and then half of an arm, and then a wife really jacked up on steroids, and then they somehow got to the Super Bowl because they had that awesome defense.
Incredible defense.
The Saints don't have an incredible defense. They have like an above-average defense when everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
And they don't have the dome.
Yep.
They don't have the noise. But I think that Drew Brees is better right now than Peyton Manning was in that 2015 season.
Agreed.
It's just very funny watching Drew Brees trying to throw screen passes like he used to throw those deep balls. You know?
Right.
Like he has to cock back now for a 3-yard pass to Alvin Kamara.
Right. Yeah, he really has to put everything into it. And again, when I say washed, it's relative because Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer.
Right.
So he's not a Hall of Fame. Like he's not playing at the level of a Hall of Famer anymore. It's not washed like Drew Brees is terrible and the worst ever. He has a level that he played at his entire career. He's no longer at that level. So what I'm going to do is if the New Orleans Saints get to the Super Bowl, I will tattoo the final number of Drew Brees touchdowns for his career somewhere on my arm.
Okay.
There it is.
Well, you can't do it right now.
No, I know. He'll probably play 5 more years,
but
I will do it. He
Okay.
might retire after this year.
And then his daughter's initials.
If he gets the
so
Super
you can
Bowl,
give
he
her
might
some credit too.
No, so he will get that. I hope it's not 666.
That would
Imagine
be
if
tough.
that happened.
What if it was 420? That'd be sweet.
I think he's at like 555 or something. So I'm going to do it.
What if it was 58,005, and then when you looked at it upside down, you got a boner because it said boobs.
So you want me to do yards?
Yards, yeah, that'd be good too.
Okay.
556.
556?
Yeah,
Should I
and-
do yards or TDs?
Yards will probably be 5 digits.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. Also, scoregami 4216.
Wow.
Jake loves the
How's that never
scoregamis.
happened? That seems like it
16,
definitely should have
yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be it. I'll do that.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get the Super Bowl.
I don't think so either.
Right. So when
Well,
you come at me on Twitter, just know that I don't think they're going to get to the Super
Now,
Bowl.
what happens if
have a
Jameis
Super Bowl
takes
roster.
over,
Yeah.
and then they get to the Super Bowl with Jameis, win the Super Bowl with Jameis? You got to get
Doesn't count.
You got to get an eye chart tattooed on your arm.
Yeah, it doesn't count. If Jameis wins it, no. If Jameis wins the Super Bowl, I'll get Jameis's face tattooed on my arm.
Okay.
Fair,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And if Taysom Hill wins the Super Bowl, nothing.
Taysom Hill, he was very funny when he got in the game last night because he was put in passing situations sometimes. It would be like 3rd and 8. And you know the entire time that Taysom is not, under any circumstances, going to throw the ball. He's going to take it, look at one guy, and then run directly in the straightest
Yep.
line possible
Yep.
and get that first down. I love the back and forth because you know that it's gotten to the point where he was a change of pace guy. Now they're putting him in situations where you would absolutely rather have a passer in the
Yes.
game to get a first down, and he's running for first downs.
That should tell you, like, if you are sitting here and saying Drew Brees is still the same or is not taking a step back, just notice how much Sean Payton is now using Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's just increasing. I think that's smart because, again, the Saints roster, like, overall, is a Super Bowl caliber roster. I just don't think that Drew Brees is good enough to get them to a Super Bowl.
I agree.
So, all right, that's Saints Chargers, and then Le'Veon Bell.
Can we respect Justin Herbert, or Hebert,
Yeah.
as you call him, Justin Herbert? He is. I don't want to take full credit for it. He passed my eyeball test right off the bat. Big Cat was an early hater of his, but
Well,
I think Big
the
Cat's
Rose Bowl.
Big Cat's seeing the light right now.
Rose Bowl.
He is. My only concern is he might be becoming too humble now because he's taking some humbling losses, some losses where he thought that he might pull out with a win, where he's learning how hard this league is. But he's learning it in a very difficult way. I don't want him to become too humble.
Yeah.
He was the exact right amount of humble, moxie, poised, professional. He was a pro's pro. He was a precocious rookie. I like the Justin Herbert that I saw in the first few games. I don't want him to lose that edge.
I think he needs to. I think the Chargers need to like sacrifice. Like they need to get like a Phillip Rivers voodoo doll or something because these are Phillip Rivers losses. You know, like doinking one, being up 20-3. Phillip Rivers still is on the Chargers
Instead of the Brazilian
His soul.
soccer coach where they say no sex for a month, sex with condoms only for a month to get
Right.
all the Phillip Rivers out of your system as a franchise.
His soul haunts that franchise right now because these losses are hilarious. All right, so the other news was Le'Veon Bell got cut. The Jets. Now, what I don't understand is how Adam Gase is still the coach, and this is weirdly. I think he's going to get fired, obviously.
Which makes it really strange that they would cut Le'Veon. But they made a choice today between Le'Veon Bell and Adam Gase.
Well,
and they chose Gase.
Sort of, because remember, Joe Douglas didn't choose either of them.
Right.
Which is the most Jets thing ever, that your GM didn't choose the coach or the running back they paid all that money to. So maybe it's like giving Adam Gase, maybe after Adam Gase said, I think he was quoted saying, like, I'll try anything. I'll stop calling plays. I'll stop coming to practice. I'll move out of my office. He'll do anything. Maybe Joe Douglas is like, hey, we're paying him. Let's cut Le'Veon Bell to hopefully get Adam Gase to maybe coach the team for a couple more weeks. Because it seems like Adam Gase is almost taking our advice of just stop coaching.
Yeah, but
that quote was hilarious.
But you'd rather have that than Adam Gase going hands-on.
I don't know. They're going to lose anyway.
He also said he was going to give up play calling duties this week. So,
no, he's giving up everything.
Yeah. So he's just showing up.
Everything. And Le'Veon Bell.
Drinking Scotch and Splenda in the office.
What an illustrious career with the Jets.
Who would have ever thought that his time with the Jets, after tweeting out that the Jets don't have enough money to pay him to go to New York and play there, who would have ever thought that would not have worked out? So there was some confusion afterwards whether or not he was going to hit waivers or whether he would be a free agent. I think we figured out that he would be a free agent, although it would have been funny if the Jets had cut him, and then since the Jets would have been first in line with waivers, they reclaimed him just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably dead wrong about this, but I think what happens is he might go to waivers, but no one's going to pick up that claim because his contract is ludicrous, or he might just become a total free agent and be free to sign wherever he wants to.
Yes.
In which case, I think we can all agree he's probably going to go to the Patriots because that's what always happens.
But we all want him to go to the Steelers because that would be hilarious.
Yes. Go to the Steelers.
And I'd be happy with him coming to the Bears and Matt Nagy not giving him any carries. Mm-hmm. That would be fun, too.
Where else could he go? He could go to if you're a free agent running back who has his eyes set on a rap career.
By the way, we didn't even mention
Rams.
The Rams would be good. We didn't even mention the fact that the Jets cut him like almost in a we're proving a point, but the point is totally lost because that is the nicest thing you can do to someone is cut them from the Jets.
Yes.
And let them be free.
We'll show you.
Yeah, you don't have to play for this 0-5 dumpster fire.
Yeah, you don't have to take handoffs from Joe Flacco and Sam Darnold anymore.
This also means Frank Gore will probably get 1,000 yards this year.
Well, he's on the Jets. Yeah, you're goddamn right he will.
Yes.
And his next contract will probably be bigger than Le'Veon Bell's.
Yes. All right, other teams. I'm trying to think.
Vikings, depending on Dalvin Cook's injury.
Yeah, depending on Dalvin Cook.
I hope he announces it in a mixtape again. I hope he puts out like a full album, and you have to listen to like the last lyric on every single track to piece together where he's going to go next.
I have one that's spicy. I don't.
That
know.
was the best, by the way. When like Pete Prisco was staying up till midnight listening to Le'Veon Bell's mixtape, trying to figure out like via his rap songs where he was going to go.
Right. I have one that's spicy. Do we know the status of Nick Chubb's injury?
Ooh, no, I don't know it.
It's supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks.
The Browns being like, hey, we're just going to have all the running backs and just run it every single play. I actually wouldn't hate that.
Le'Veon Bell, Beckham on the same team.
Le'Veon, Jarvis, Beckham, Kareem Hunt.
Dream team. Absolute dream team. Or the Bucks. What about the Bucks?
Yeah, although Rojo is pretty good, and they have Leonard Fournette too.
Bruce Arians used to coach him, right?
Yeah, at a time, I believe.
Yeah, so they've got Shady McCoy. They would probably
maybe not.
Spoiler alert, Shady. They'd probably cut you, and then Bell would come in there.
That's my computer somehow is making noise. I don't know where.
The Texans could pick him up and just play him at wide receiver.
Yes, they need someone.
Or the Eagles.
Yeah. Or maybe the Giants because they don't have a running back.
That'd be nice.
That would be funny. Just move across the street or across the locker room. So that's that. What else we got? Oh, the Braves are the best team of all time. We should at least mention the Braves. I love just tweeting the Tiger Woods Braves hat meme because that's Braves Twitter. Just they tweet it. We were talking about the most aggro fan bases. There's something also about fan bases on Twitter that are really good collectively, like they all get behind something and they make themselves bigger than they are, and that's the Braves Twitter. Like Braves Twitter, if you ever gotten tangled up with them, I remember the Braves played the Cubs in a random series in the middle of the summer like 2 years ago, and all my mentions were just Tiger Woods Braves hat. And I was like, you know what? Tip of the cap, because there's probably only about 7 of you here, but you make yourself seem like there's 700.
Do you think Tiger Woods remembers that picture?
I think it's photoshopped.
That's even better.
Yeah, I think
he's actually all nude except for the Braves hat.
I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's that specific one looks very photoshopped. I don't know. There is, I think, an old one of him wearing a Braves jersey though, and looking like he's about to bat. Yeah, that one definitely is photoshopped.
Well, I guess if he was growing up in Florida, there were no Marlins at the time.
Yeah. Someone dug up a real photo of Tiger Woods. So, yeah, that one's very 100% Photoshopped, but there is a real photo of Tiger Woods in a Braves uniform. And that also might be Photoshopped. You can never know. And then the Rays, the Astros, who cares?
Well, we're rooting for the Astros.
But
I want Astros Dodgers in the World Series.
I'm just we were talking about it before, but the Rays somehow have collected every single 6'4" skinny white dude for their pitching rotation, and they all throw gas. And then they bring in a closer that's like a little chunky boy, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I think like in their minor league system, they don't bother teaching you the intricacies of pitching. They don't bother like conditioning arms to last for a while. They're like, we're the Rays. The only way that we win is to have lightning in a bottle.
Right.
So we just want people to go out there and be able to throw 97 miles an hour.
Right.
For a season, doesn't matter what happens after
we'll
that.
figure it all out later. All right, let's do our hot seat cool throne. You want to do hot seat cool throne? Let's do some hot seat cool throne. Hot seat.
Oh, we called it, by the way. Raheem Morris,
yes.
interim head coach.
And the guy we were talking about, defensive coordinator, Olbrich.
And so they're starting to release who they're going to be looking at. I don't know if these are inside reports or not. They said Byron Leftwich, which is the obvious fit, first-round pick that fits the culture in Atlanta. And then Josh McDaniels is another big one that they're looking at, which if you're a Falcons fan, do you even want like a living, breathing reminder of the 28-3 Super Bowl on the sidelines for the entire season?
I mean, you would definitely want Kyle Shanahan if he'd come back.
Would you?
Yeah.
If you're a Falcons fan?
Yeah. He made Matt Ryan an MVP.
But still.
Yes. Absolutely. Offer Arthur Blank, offer him everything. Be like, come right the wrong.
Make a trade.
Yeah, make a trade. You have a lot of first-round picks. All right, Hot Seat Cool Throne this week is brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. On the hot seat this week is Billy for his speed ad read. You got to do the speed ad read again. Reminder, Bud Light Seltzer has 3 new flavors available in their Remix Variety Pack: grapefruit, pineapple, cranberry. Order yours now at budlight.com/delivery and get delivered right to your door. That's budlight.com/delivery, budlight.com/delivery. Billy, do this real quick.
Bud Light Seltzer is 5 times filtered for a clean finish with no aftertaste, all with 100 calories, 1 gram sugar, 5% alcohol. They're the perfect drink to kick back with during the games, featuring classic flavors like black cherry or mango, but also new favorites like cranberry and pineapple. Grab yours today and sit back while sipping some sparkling hard seltzer.
Good job, Billy. Billy can read. Billy can read. Tune in, by the way.
I did some math earlier.
Billy, what are you going to do? Billy's about
just snap. Give
yes,
him snaps.
Good snaps. Billy's about to. We're about to get to cubes.
This might be Billy's last episode.
Why? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Cubes.
Mark Cuban might hire him. He did such a good job.
I know, invest
with his pitch to Mark Cuban. If today was opposite day. All right, Hank. Hank, go ahead.
Sorry, I have aspirations.
My hot seat is PFT's hair.
Oh,
PFT's luscious locks. Pretty much, it's everything to him. He's dressing up like one of the Dude Perfect guys this week because he lost a bet.
Mm-hmm.
And
put a name on it. Show some respect.
Purple
to the purple poser.
Pinky, whatever.
Purple poser.
Purple poser.
Purple poser.
Purple poser.
I love Hank pretending that he didn't know the purple hoser.
Yeah, dude, we watched the doc.
I've seen your search.
No, I turned it off. Remember?
Because it was too emotional.
Stuff on there.
Yeah, it was very emotional. And we tweeted a video, and Dude Perfect, the account, replied and said, "If you were really committed to the purple hoser, you'd shave your head." ... To which PFT replied, "I will shave my head if you do a video with Hennese where you all catch an adult live fish out of a wild river with your bare hands. Hank must also accompany you on the trip and share a king-size hotel bed with the twins." Which, we've already established, you guys, for some reason, despite all the evidence presented otherwise,
no evidence,
don't believe that I can catch a bear fish with my hands. It'd be so easy. And now PFT just,
Hank, you can't skateboard home from work without going to the emergency room.
PFT has to shave his head.
Yeah, well, I'm very confident that, number one, you won't be able to catch the fish.
The only thing this depends on is Dude
2,
Perfect saying yes. Because if they say yes, I'll call Jeff Fisher, we'll get on a plane to Alaska, and I will catch a fish and then leave, and probably the same day.
I also
the next
suspect
flight.
that the twins have night terrors. So you spending a night sandwich between them.
They sleep in matching pajamas, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun.
Hank, you would get out of that bed. You know what? It just became a queen-size bed.
Little footies.
Downsizing.
I've been in the same hotel
I
with
will
people
do that,
with
though.
night terrors.
I will do that. I will.
You're going to shave that hair because of Dude Perfect. That's
I'll
crazy.
shave my hair.
It's crazy.
But they have to do all of those things.
All those things. These are my conditions.
Catching a fish out of water is not a thing.
No.
That is easy.
You have to sleep in a bed with the twins for 2 nights.
Guys love twins.
One night.
No. You got to get there. You got to get up.
We're not
going to
sleep
there again.
No,
you're going to
just
Alaska.
We'll be
and Paris.
It will literally be on
the
next flight because it'll be that easy to catch the fish.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a river at the airport.
Why'd you say Paris?
What'd you say Paris for, Billy?
No reason.
Okay.
I thought Paris was in the last game.
Billy's got frogs on the mind ever since he
What?
fingered one to death.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
gotcha.
Billy.
That's cute, Billy.
Why can't you
Dude.
just let me be quick and not make it?
Well, no, because we didn't get it.
There's so
until
many
you-
layers to
got
your
it.
jokes.
Got
You're
it.
so you're
Literally
you're-
no one
We would have
got
figured that out
joke.
eventually.
You're on another level than us.
Yeah, I would do that. I would absolutely shave my hair if it meant that we would get that piece of content out of it, and mostly that you would have to spend the night with the twins. And I'd also like for you and the twins to do like a hotel room video of a trick shot in the video with
yeah.
their semen and any orifice of your choice.
They also have to fight each other.
No, I mean the PFT laid down his rules.
By the
And
way,
as long if Dude Perfect's down, I'm down.
We said the Braves are never going to lose, and now it's 8-7 in the bottom of the ninth.
Yikes.
Okay.
My cool throwing is scootering.
Yep.
This dude Taylor Dijon, I don't know how you properly pronounce his name. He is putting out these videos that are going viral all over
This is
the
the guy I
place.
retweeted and I said that I would break every bone in my body?
Yes.
Yeah.
His videos, everyone had a Razor scooter growing up. You probably stopped using it when you were like 12 because you just figured out how to use a bike. This dude never stopped and is like the greatest Razor scooter of all time. Does the craziest videos I've ever seen.
They're insane.
And now it's like he's like the new whatever, Mad Face 420 dog, whatever that guy. That guy was last week with Fleetwood Mac. This scooter guy, Taylor Dijon, is this week.
No, he's the Mad Face 420 guy is still around because he did the Lakers celebration.
Yeah, he is Lakers Dan.
Yeah, but like it's now that he's getting ads, it's like it's kind of he's entered
Sure.
that second
I
dimension of
cannot
like
believe-
fame where it's like, all right, we get it, dude.
How is he not? How has no one canceled him? Like when is the days that we've done where the guy shows up to the Oscars and they're like, well, that guy's actually bad. Ken Bone. Oh, he looks at pregnant porn. Like, what, is the internet lost
Okay,
it?
I think that he is probably a plant. I think that this was a marketing stunt. Done,
Stevie Nicks did have a new song come out.
Yeah, it's a combo stunt done by Fleetwood Mac and
Cranberry juice?
Big Cranberry. And the fact that he has not been canceled, that tells me the tattoo on the side of his face, probably not real.
Fake, yep.
He's probably an actor. He was probably casted for that.
I don't want him to get canceled, but it feels like we've never had a genuinely wholesome story on the internet in like a decade.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
if it was any of us in this room and we got on there, somebody would find something to cancel us.
Would tweet about
Exactly. But yeah, he's a little
3
too
years ago
squeaky
today,
clean.
rip. Well, actually, no. This was the day we announced PVT.
Which was also probably the day. That
It was
We had like a week. We got a week.
Yeah,
we got a
we had
week
a
of
week.
fun.
We had a week.
It was a life-changing moment, not in the way that I thought it would be at the time, but it actually turned out better.
Yeah.
I think we just say that.
No, I don't want to work for ESPN.
Yeah, but
I would for $100 million.
if we had been working there for like 2 years, like it would have been lit.
It taught me a very good lesson, though, that if
Like it would have been a very successful show.
if people aren't like behind you right away, they're never going to fully be behind you. Remember how hard we had to work to try to get it done? We should have been like a light bulb should have gone off. Been like, we've been negotiating this for 9 months. Maybe it's not the right move.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's-
like asking somebody to marry you 6 times before they say yes.
Like a really good lesson.
It worked
like,
for
hey,
Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's true.
Good
It
point.
did work for Harbaugh. Yes, and he has like 10 kids. So good point. All right, PFT.
My hot seat is Florida football. So just a couple days ago, Dan Mullins was saying we need to have the swamp crowded with people. We need to have a big crowd because they saw what a big crowd can do at their last game. And a couple days later, they've actually suspended all team activities because I guess they have a coronavirus outbreak there. Only logical conclusion is that Dan Mullins' wife is a super spreader.
Yep.
And if you kiss one player on the team, next thing you know, the entire roster has
Yep.
coronavirus.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking happened. But yeah, that's a tough position for the Florida Gators to be in, and I don't know how the SEC is going to handle like flexible scheduling. I don't know what the fans are going to say. It's going to be a weird position for them because we don't know how long they're going to be done with playing when they're going to be cleared to resume team activities.
Yep.
This is the first real test case that we've seen in major college football of how they're going to handle this. But it's not great for the Gators.
Before preseason, there was LSU already had it.
Right.
By the way, Danny Boy Kane, who is back on Twitter, who is going to be off Twitter, announced at the end of the Miami regular season, he already announced his retirement 2 months prior.
Again.
He
Like David Ortiz.
Yeah, he got duped by someone saying Dan Mullen's wife was a super spreader. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was bad.
Wow,
that's okay.
I
You know,
think it's probably
it's okay.
Jim McElwain. I think that we're letting. We should let Bats off the hot seat. The guy that fucked the shark is probably patient zero on this.
Yes.
Super spreader would be a great term for an offense. By the way, like counter Mike Leach.
Yes,
you got the super
Cliff
spread.
Kingsbury's going to do that.
We've got the super spreader offense.
Lincoln Riley's working on the super spreader.
My cool throne is Brazil. So Brazil, they played
Because
in
of the asses.
well, and it's Amazon Day.
Nice.
But they played against Peru in a World Cup qualifier today. They were tied going into the 83rd minute at 2 apiece, and then they got 2 mysterious fake penalty calls where they got to bury 2 of them. Neymar did his thing.
Love it.
Where he flops around. They ended up winning 4-2. It would have been Peru's first win because they were winning for a while. I think Peru's first win against Brazil in a qualifying match in like 50 years or something like that.
Speaking of which, do we have an update on Neymar's mom's boyfriend? That's one of the weirdest stories that happened in the last year. Do you guys not remember that story? His mom started dating what I think is a gay guy who is obsessed with Neymar.
Yep.
Like Neymar's fanboy, super fan.
They have a lot in common.
And but the mom is dating him and he's just doing it to get close to Neymar. Do we know? Jake, look that up.
The last article I see is
hold
from
on. Yeah, go ahead. Look it up.
June 3rd. I don't know if you guys discussed it before or afterwards.
Here we go.
What's this?
Dude, we saw the bullshit you guys were talking before. We got a nice laugh out of it.
Pete, wait, hold on. So it's Will Compton and Tara Lewan. Wait, guys, wait. First of
Hang
all,
on one
get
second.
6 feet apart. Get 6 feet apart. Get 6 feet apart. There we go. And then people are saying that I motivated you guys to play well.
Hey, Dan, listen, that's the best way for us not to agree with anything you just said. I know you want that. Hey, what do we go? Big Cat motivated the boys to play well.
Yes.
That what you
Yes.
needed?
Yes. We just finished taping the beginning of the show, and it was effusive praise for the boys and for the Titans. You guys played awesome.
Did you apologize?
I apologize.
You covered the spread, too, which was nice. First time this season you've done that.
We'll shout out Bussin' with the boys right now.
Yeah.
I love it. PFT, have our backs.
Hey, well, quick question for you guys. What high school do you all plan on celebrating this win at?
What high school are you going to celebrate this win at?
The high school we're going to celebrate this win at. Hey, you can't celebrate. There's not even a big deal. We got a game in what, 4 days? 5 days? Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Check your phone. Check your phone, the video I just sent you.
Okay. All right, I will. Good job. Congrats. And also, thanks for getting the over at the end.
Don't stop betting against the boys, Big Cat. We need you on our
You guys are 1-3 against the spread. Shut up.
I can't help it. You play the spread. Do the pick 'em. I don't know all the gambling. Do the pick 'em.
Okay. All right. Good job. Congrats.
But love the background of the bus too, in the green room.
Yes. All right. Have a good one. Congrats. I knew I was going to get that. Damn. All right. I doubted the boys.
Listen, the boys, they're number 31 in our power rankings. They moved up from 32. We stand in solidarity with Doug Farrar. He had them dead last because of their ability to contain the virus. So now they're above the Jets. That's it.
Yes. They're above the
Respect
Jets.
the boys.
Respect the boys.
Also, I think I'm going to start watching the Boys TV show because I see so many people on Twitter talk about it. So the boys are even more on the cool
Oh, the
throne.
boys. Got it.
Boys.
Yeah. But dude, subscribe to Bussin' with the Boys. They are our friends, and they work for Barstool, and we love them. And we love Vrabel. Do you have a cool? You had your cool.
Yeah.
throne. Name
No,
ours
my cool
boyfriend.
throne is tight pants. Walker Bueller wearing some tight white pants, tighty whities on the mound, went out there, and I guess a lot of people were talking about it. I'm always confused why baseball players wear pants in general. Why is that not a short sport?
White Sox did one game. Remember, they wanted the softball shorts.
They should do more of that. There's absolutely no reason to be wearing pants out there if you're a baseball player. My other cool throne is just retro stuff, just stuff being retro. Apple did their big thing today. I don't know what they even call it. Is it like AppleCon?
Is it
JobsCon.
JobsCon. And they showed off their new lines
Also
of
in
phones.
Brazil.
Also in Brazil, yeah. And one of their phones
home.
is just a retro phone. It's just like a 2009 model iPhone that you
like
can
that.
now buy to pretend like it's an old iPhone, but with current updates on it. So, it's probably going to have like an even older U2 album that's already uploaded to it.
I think there's actually there's a new market for phones that are being sold that can't get on the internet.
Ooh.
Like the internet is so addicting, people are now have phones where it's just you can't do any apps, you can't do anything. It's just a good old-fashioned phone.
It's like Nicorette gum of phones.
Yeah, it's like you get a Nokia, maybe put a little snake, and that's it.
I like that, actually.
No email,
I'm a big
nothing.
fan of that.
Yeah, I like it too.
So, yeah, retro is back. Retro clothes are back, too.
Always.
Retro, yeah, that's probably about the limit of it. I don't think you'll see many other technology companies. No plane companies. Boeing's not going to be introducing like a retro.
That would be cool.
A retro spaceship.
The Wright
Hank,
brothers.
don't say it.
Don't say it, Hank.
Someone I have to. I mean, I wasn't going to, but you just brought it up. I found the tweet from when we announced BVT, and I tweeted it, and it was like the Barcel Vantok era is here, and someone said that era crashed faster than the Challenger.
Oh. Damn. Vrabel, by the way, gave a game ball to everyone in the organization.
I like that.
That's the ultimate football
Super
guy.
spreader.
What a whoa.
That's
Whoa.
actually true. Like, you probably shouldn't be handing stuff out to everybody, right?
Like, have you learned nothing, Coach Vrabel? All right, my hot seat is us. We got a lot of shit on. By the way, it was Stu Feiner's NFL Game of the Year tonight. That's totally random that he said that after. So we're on the hot seat. We had some people who were not so happy that we just ignored the NBA Finals on Sunday night. Even though we told everyone we're going to do that, but a lot of people saying we hate LeBron. So I made a list of things that I think LeBron does well, or compliments of LeBron. I'm going to read them off real quick.
He avoids Game 7s.
His daughter hates him so much she moved out already.
There it is. He's tall. He's in good shape. He makes over half his free throws. He can dunk. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that's cool. For a guy that's balding, it's actually gone pretty slow. Like, wouldn't you say? Like, LeBron started balding like 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. He's hanging on to it.
He's a functional alcoholic, so that's good that he can still do his job. His son is good at basketball. That's cool. He can live through his son. He can live vicariously through his son. Mm-hmm. Everything that he never attained, he can hope that
his
James
son
Jr.
never loses a championship.
Yeah, in the finals. He's independently wealthy.
Yep.
He's a Browns fan, and the Browns are good this year.
Mm-hmm. He's also a Yankees fan.
He's also a Yankees fan. Not as good.
And so Cowboys.
Yeah, he's an Olympic gold medalist. And he's the second best player to be born in Akron, Ohio.
Behind
Steph Curry.
Correct.
So that's our compliments of LeBron. All the people say that we hate, show me something on that list that is hating.
Mm-hmm. I do like his tweets this week, though, after he's won the championship. Like, every now and again, he'll tweet out, like, it just hit me. I'm a world champion.
Man.
Right now,
Sheesh.
I just realized.
Life is good.
Mm-hmm.
He's just cheesing.
So, yeah, I'll give credit to LeBron. He did not lose the NBA championship this year.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on LeBron for not losing.
Credit to LeBron. He did a good job while Dragic and Bam were hurt. But that, you know what? Cut that part, because that was kind of backhanded. We're compliments of LeBron podcast now, just for this episode. Hank, say something nice about LeBron for real. He can dribble through his legs.
All the pictures and videos, I'm happy that Rajon Rondo is getting his praise, and that like that's somehow kind of
Try again.
Good for LeBron.
Try again.
Good for LeBron.
Try again.
For winning the championship.
You got this. Try
so
again.
He could get Rajon Rondo the praise he deserves.
Yeah. Try it again.
That's it. He's a good teammate.
Okay.
It was nice of him. He's the GM. He traded away all their young talent. I guess it was the right move or whatever. But he also brought in Rondo. So he's a good GM. I'll say that. He brought in Rajon Rondo. That was a good move by him.
Yep. He's also very loyal to his scapegoats. So bringing J.R. Smith in, the guy that, the meme where he's, flipping out on him in game 1 a while ago, it goes to show you that he understands the value of having somebody around that you can blame if you screw up.
Right.
It's smart to do that. Very smart guy.
It's very true. And then my cool throw was Clayton Kershaw because he had a back spasm, so he can't lose in the playoffs when his back goes out. Good job by him.
Wait, how long is he out for?
Just got scratched on today's start.
Okay.
So he might
Walker
be back.
Buehler blew that back out with those tight pants.
Yeah, exactly. Can't handle looking at that. Billy, would you like to go quickly?
Hot seat, Tony Dungy, for saying that it was a blessing in disguise for Dak Prescott to get hurt. Second hot seat.
Wait, what was it? What did he say?
Tony Dungy got blasted for saying it was a blessing in disguise that Dak Prescott got hurt.
What?
Just
for
cramp.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
And then Doc Antle got arrested, so also hot seat. And my cool throne is cranberry juice, because after The Departed, I thought cranberry juice was like for girls, and then it got brought back with the TikTok with the Fleetwood Mac guy.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. Good job, Billy.
I like Tony Dungy's name getting brought up. I feel like it's been a while since a player has had to rehabilitate their image by just like accepting a meeting with Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
Because he used to be the one that you would go to. If you fucked up at all, you just like sit down with Tony and you do an interview with like Tom Rinaldi or somebody like that, and then instantly, boom, you're back.
He's back. Yes.
You've learned how to move on from your mistakes.
Who's going to be the first guy to genuinely say that Andy Dalton is just as good as Dak Prescott?
Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy. Yeah, actually, Tony Dungy.
Probably
Skip.
Stephen A.
Skip.
Well, Stephen A. hates the
Stephen A,
Cowboys.
Skip. Albert Breer feels like he might be in the running.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could put a bet out to genuinely say it. Like, hey, Andy Dalton, he's just as good as Dak.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, I could see him
Because
doing that.
Andy Dalton is everything Dan Orlovsky wanted to be.
Right.
If he had maximized his talents.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Or he won't say that exactly, but he'll say something along the lines of Andy Dalton, when he's operating at his best, does everything that you
Yes.
need to win an NFL game as good as Dak Prescott, which is
Right.
a way of saying he's as good.
Couching it.
Yes.
Yes. Billy, did you have a cool throw on Billy? Or no, you had a cool throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Thanks.
Why are you down?
I'm not down.
All right, you did a good job. What are you going to say, Hank?
I mean, it's kind of in the same conversation we were just talking about, so I just figured I'd bring it up. Maurice Speets, NBA player, he just tweeted this video out that's a meme, and he wrote just the messenger ... and then the meme is a picture of Kobe and Jordan celebrating, and the text on the meme says, "Back then we used to celebrate three-peats. Now kids are out there celebrating 4 titles in 10 tries and call it greatness."
Oh, man.
I'm just
true.
the messenger of
Man.
most Speets being the messenger.
What's his
Jordan
Twitter
never
handle? I
celebrated
just wanna
a title
retweet that
until
real
he
quick.
three-peated it. Yeah. They didn't celebrate single titles back then.
It's true.
That was like
It's
a regular
true.
season for them.
That's incredible.
Also, is that implying that Michael Jordan's dead?
What?
I thought it was one of those memes where it's like Kobe and MJ
No,
like
you
in
didn't say
heaven.
Harambe was up there.
Okay.
Come on. Our sweet prince. Gone too soon. All right, let's get...
I was going to fact check that real quick.
Yeah, let's get to our interview with Mark Cuban. Before we do that, Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is back this week at Jimmy John's. Every time you order one sandwich, you can get a second sandwich half off. Use promo code PMT at jimmyjohns.com or at the Jimmy John's app through 11/8/2020. So that's November 8th. See jimmyjohns.com for additional terms and conditions. Must order online with Jimmy John's app. Use it as many times as you want until the promo ends, so you can just do this every day for lunch. You get a sandwich, and then you get your second one half off. This is actually like basically the Big Cat promo, because I gave everyone a tip. When you order your Jimmy John's, you always got to order 2 so that you can have one for later. You eat lunch, and then you eat a second lunch about an hour later. Get the turkey, get the Italian. You have that. You put that one in the fridge, ready to go. Jimmy John's is the best. Jimmy John's sandwiches are freaky fast and freaky fresh. They are fresh sliced veggies, fresh sliced meats, fresh baked bread all day. The perfect deal for you and your friend. That's what it says, but it's actually just the perfect deal for you. If you're torn between 2 sandwiches to get, now you can get both. Get your favorite Italian nightclub with Jimmy Peppers, then go crazy with the Beach Club on sliced wheat, or just get 2 of your favorites because 2 sandwiches are better than 1. Add chips and a drink to turn your 2-sandwich lunch into 2-sandwich banquet. Go to jimmyjohns.com right now. Download their app. Use code PMT, and you get your second sandwich half off at Jimmy John's. Also, just like when they say freaky fast, they mean freaky fast. When you order Jimmy John's, you get it in like 10 minutes. It's incredible. So you're probably craving it right now, and you're saying to yourself, ooh, maybe you're listening in the morning. Nothing better than getting into work and saying, what am I going to have for lunch? I'm going to build my day around my lunch. Well, now you can do it with Jimmy John's app, code PMT, 1 sandwich, and then the second sandwich, half off. Code PMT. Do it. Support us. Support Jimmy John's. Thank you to Jimmy John's. We love you. All right, here he is, Mark Cuban. Okay, we now welcome on recurring guest, friend of the program. New Shark Tank Season 12 is out. It is Mark Cuban. Thank you for joining us, as always. Where do you want to
What up,
start?
guys?
You want to start with the hard questions or the easy ones?
I'm good. You go. I'll follow your lead. You guys are the pros.
Okay.
I know not to interrupt the pros.
Okay. Do you think Luka flops too much?
No, he just doesn't flop well enough to get the call, but he'll get better. only had 2 years. He'll get better.
So going back, I do actually want to talk about the bubble. That playoff run that you guys had was incredible because it seems like a team that's on the up, and maybe, that series with the Clippers was fantastic. Do you go away? There's no good losses, but do you go away from the playoffs this year being like, man, this is awesome. Our future couldn't be brighter?
Well, I feel a lot better than when we didn't make the playoffs. I mean, look, who knows what would have happened if we had KP the whole time. I mean, he was killing it, and then losing him those games and then to injury was really tough for us. But he'll be back stronger than ever. And so, yeah, we've got 2 cornerstones in KP and Luka. And from there, we've got a lot of good players around him. A couple pieces, one more piece I think really gets us to competing for a title. It's just a question of whether or not we can get that player.
Yeah, so, I mean, there is some additional pressure on you now because you know that you have a team that could be good if you make the right move. And if you make the wrong move, me and Big Cat are going to crush you for it for the next 5 years for ruining Luka's prime.
But I'm used to it. Remember, we went, 10 years in a row, winning 50-plus games and, making the playoffs every year for 15 years or 16 years. So, we're used to that pressure. I like it, man, because the worst pressure is being on the outside looking in and not knowing how you're going to get there. And so I'll take the pressure of having to perform over not being in the playoffs every single time.
Yeah, right, but now there are these expectations that come with it. People are going to say, like, okay, you need to put a team around those 2 cornerstones that you have.
Absolutely.
How do you go about evaluating, like, okay, this is the right type of person that's going to make them better, that'll make us, that'll take us to a finals and maybe a championship?
Yeah, you look at the skill sets. Obviously, I mean, Luka is going to be able to score. He's going to be able to create. He's going to be able to get guys shots. Luka is the type of player that makes everybody better, and KP's the type of player that's always open. Right? He's going to have a defensive presence, but you put him outside, on the 3-point line. Luka can always get him a shot, and KP can always be open, particularly if he's trailing. Now, from there, we just, where we got challenged is defending really good wing players. The LeBrons, the Kawhis, the Paul Georges. We need to have more depth there to support Dorian Finney-Smith. So we have better defenders that can also score and hit an open 3, and maybe one more ball shot creator, someone who can create their own shot to take some of the pressure off of Luka. Add 1 or 2 of those guys, and I don't even think they need to be a superstar, just guys who can really play. I think we'll be in really good shape. That
was nice of you to include Paul George in there.
Yeah.
The all-time
Playoff
greats,
P.
Kawhi, LeBron, playoff P.
It's time for Paul George to Paul George is right around time to switch teams again. So
True.
you might be, we're not going to tamper, but, that's smart of you. Where's the company line with ratings? What are we saying about the ratings?
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about. I mean, look, the finals weren't as good as we would have liked them to, but you got to look at the whole TV spectrum. Right? TV ratings are just down across the board. I mean, when you've got a million choices, it's tough. And 2, our biggest fan base comes from Gen Z and younger millennials. They, they're biggest fans of our stars, consume more basketball and NBA than any other sport online, but they don't have cable, right? They don't have satellite. And so they couldn't even get ESPN and TNT. So that's a real problem for us that we've got to figure out. And plus there was just so many sports. Look, it's not about making, excuses. The reality is this is just a different year. If going forward we don't rebound, then we can have the conversation, okay, what do we have to do differently? But I don't think you can look at the ratings and compare them when, you look at other sports, Stanley Cup was down 61%. The Preakness, the Triple Crown, the whole Triple Crown was down huge. And nobody's going to sit here and try to tell me horses are woke. And that's why ratings were down. And so, I think it's just an issue that once things get back to their normal time of year, then it'll be fine.
We pointed this out, though. They've never had a police horse run in the Kentucky Derby. So maybe they are getting a little bit woke.
What's that?
They've never had a police horse, a law enforcement horse. The horses that you see going through Central Park. They've never been involved, right. So maybe it is a woke issue.
Listen, I agree with you I think there's – people pick apart ratings all the time, and they try to fit whatever narrative. We are creatures of habit. So I do agree with you in the fact that, I know I love the NBA. I love watching basketball. But when football's on, I'm watching football. It's hard to compete with it. Do you have any regrets about your famous football comment from 2014?
No, because it changed. I said hogs get fat, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, and the NFL is going to have trouble. I still got about 5 more years.
Yeah.
I said 10 to 15 years, so 5 to 10 more years. But again, look, versus then, 2016 was the peak of traditional cable and satellite. And from there, cord cutting is just blown up, right? And not only do people cut the cord, they don't even sign up for cable to get started. And so it's just a completely different media landscape and sports landscape. So all bets are off. We're going to have to compete. And it's not like, you're right, you know, if you're more NFL over NBA or vice versa, that's where you're going first. But literally our biggest competition is Netflix and Amazon Prime and all the streamers, because they've got more subscribers. There's more subscribers on Netflix than there are on ESPN. And so we've got to deal with how are we going to get people to watch on the platforms we're on, because we're not on the most popular platforms anymore. That's the challenge.
How does that look for you moving forward into the next season? Because I know that some of the dates are still up in the air. Would it even be a possibility? I mean, as an owner, from a financial standpoint, you do need ticket money coming in at some point to make it a successful business. Are you guys, is it a total non-starter right now to say we're going to start the season without fans?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, we obviously would like to have fans, and you're seeing it with football. I think, you know, college basketball might even start before we do, or probably will start. So we'll see what happens there. And, you know, you're seeing things in arenas that have 5,000, 6,000 people. So, you know, if they can do it without people having a problem, I think there's a good chance that we can at least have fans there no matter when we start. And Adam said, you know, January, February at the earliest. But hopefully, you know, there's a vaccine that people trust, and that gets people out of the house. Because what I do think is that once we get that vaccine and people are confident to go out and not stressed, there's going to be a huge bounce back, man. The snapback is going to be off the charts. I mean, people are going to want to get out. They're going to want to do things. They're going to want to hang, knowing, you know, they're going to take their family members out without stressing. I mean, Vegas will be the wildest Vegas has ever been. And just watching sports and going to sports would be crazy. Because I think, you know, the one thing about going to a game, like a Mavs game, the energy is incredible, right? And I miss that energy, walking into an arena and just feeling it, right? And I think that's going to help us in a big way when we can come back and when people are confident.
Yeah, it is the little things that you kind of like when you're watching a movie and you see in the movie people out at a bar watching a game. You're like, oh man, I forget what that feels like. You kind of just you didn't even realize how much you've missed on those little things until you see it. Talk to me about this? We all getting $1,000? You think we should get $1,000? You want to give us $1,000?
Absolutely, man. And so, look, you know, our economy is driven by consumer demand. 2/3 of the economy is consumer demand. And so we've got two problems that we need to fill. One, we've got people who can't pay their bills. And if you can't pay the rent, you can't pay the mortgage, you can't pay for food, you can't pay for, you know, childcare, then the economy stops and comes to, you know, really, really declines. And so we start to see that in some communities already. So the idea of $1,000 stimulus every 2 weeks is that when people have money to spend, we can boost up the economy, and, you know, they pay their mortgages, they pay their rent, they spend it where they need to spend it. Those businesses benefit, and that buys us time. That's not a long-term solution. I'm not saying you give it every 2 months, you know, every 2 weeks for 20 years. But if you do it every 2 weeks for a couple months, and you also make it, you have to spend it or lose it, use it or lose it, that puts money into the economy. That has a multiplier effect. That helps businesses grow, and it helps us get through this mess and hopefully to the other side. If we don't do it, if we don't have any type of stimulus, you're going to see a lot more people losing their jobs at the lower end. It's not, you know, you're going to be fine, right? People making 75 grand or more are going to be fine. It's the people that are, you know, the essential workers that are working in healthcare, that are working in, you know, lower end sales. They're going to lose their jobs. And we're already starting to see those furloughs. You're starting to see banks and airlines talk about laying people off. And that's just starting, right? Because no one thought that we would still be in this mess come mid-October. Yet here we are. So that's why I thought it was important to put that out there. And we'll see what they actually do. And hopefully it comes quickly, because a lot of people are struggling.
You should just run for president and do the, like, you know, those Twitter scams that always people would be like, check out my bank account. I have $100,000. I'm giving away $1,000 to everyone who retweets it. You should do that.
Right? right? Hustle porn, man. I'm all about the hustle porn. Tweet me, baby.
Yeah.
Money for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I actually think, getting a little serious here, it's important, obviously, to have a stimulus going because there are already a ton of people that have lost their jobs. We're 6 months in, almost 7 months into this thing.
Yep.
We need to have, seriously, like either a complete moratorium or forgiveness on rent for anybody that is going through financial hardship, as well as mortgage. So, obviously you'll hear from landlords saying, like, well, if everybody stops paying their rent, then I can't my income,
right, and that's why
it
you
goes
do it
away.
As the stimulus, right?
Yeah.
That's why you do it with the checks, right? Because if you just do it from the top down and try to get the landlords not, to just let people go on the rent, all the cascading loans and everything that they have creates cascading problems. If you put money with the people that have to spend their money, then the first thing they're going to do is pay their rent, right? And they know they're going to get a check in 2 more weeks. And so then they're going to be able to afford the food and the other necessities that they have. And that money then goes to the landlords, which then goes to the banks and follows its way all the way up. I'm a big believer in bottom-up economics, not top-down. Top-down doesn't work. Even the Democratic version of top-down, where you create all these different programs and then have people sign up and then hope the money gets through all the bureaucracy and down to the people who need it, that hardly works, right? But if you get money in the hands of people who need it for necessities, and that's why it's a use it or lose it type thing, that you use it on things you have to spend, that top up is what re-energizes the economy, and it creates what's called the multiplier effect. So that money goes to your landlord, who spends it somewhere else, and it ends up helping the economy more than doing it from top down.
Bipartisan populism. So you're right, even the Democrats, they're claiming that they're the ones that want to spend a shitload of money and give this big, stimulus package essentially. But they're all about like tax credits and like if you're a small business owner, then you get to do X, Y, and Z. And I think you're right. I think what's important right now is the actual people, the working people that haven't been able to make money. They need a way to get through this. It should not matter if they're a business owner or not. What tax bracket they fall into should be immaterial. It should
I agree.
Come bottom up.
Absolutely. Because now, especially like when you look at the actual numbers, the unemployment rate may be like 8.4%, but that's after so many, particularly women, have left the economy, right? Because they got to stay home and watch the kids because they can't go to work. It's because people who are, in essential jobs are getting furloughed or laid off. And actually, I read there's this Harvard economist named Chetty, I think his name is Chetty or something like that, who basically said if you were making 75 grand or more, the unemployment rate now is like 3.8%. If you're underneath that, the unemployment rate's like 16.5%, give or take, right? And so the people that have struggled are struggling more because they're the first ones getting laid off. They're the first ones that employers think that they can replace or get somebody else to do more of their work. And that's unfortunate. And that's why, again, I'm a big believer in the stimulus program. And it's really fucked up that, the first stimulus ended, July 31st or whatever it was. And here we are months later, and there are all these politicians are just bitching about what they want and not what the American people need.
So I don't really understand the economy. Maybe you can help me out on this. If we don't give a stimulus out, what's that money doing? Is it sitting around? Is it just like in a big pile somewhere, just collecting dust?
No. I mean, look, it depends on where it comes from. So one hand, we're borrowing it, right? So here the money comes from. So initially we borrow it either from me, you, we borrow it from China, we borrow it from the UK, investors around the world who buy our treasury bonds. Or we issue it in different ways through the banks. And without going in too much detail, it allows the money to get funded into the system or into the treasury rather, who then can release the checks. And so it's not effectively printing dollar bills, but it's creating enough money that those checks can be written. Now that in turn is debt, right? So supposedly we have to pay it back, but there's this whole thing called modern monetary theory that says that there's a certain threshold of debt that you can keep on adding every year to the national debt as long as the economy is growing at the same rate. Because look at your own personal finances. When you were just getting started, all debt was bad debt. And then all of a sudden, having $1,000 in debt was livable because you were making enough and you were bringing in more income. Then depending on how big you got, you can deal with a bigger mortgage, right? Because you could do it against your house. Well, we already have the Fed who has stated that interest rates are going to be close to zero. So when we borrow money like that now, the amount of interest we pay is actually less than what we were paying a few years ago. And the question becomes, if you do a stimulus program like this, can you get a better return than the 0.66 or whatever it is interest rates that we're currently paying? I think we can. Now, this is not something you do forever, but in transition from this big mess that we're in, can we get a better multiplier return or increase productivity more than the interest rates we're paying from people we borrow from? Mm-hmm. If the answer is yes, then you do it. But there's so much dogma. You know, the Republicans are coming out saying, oh, we don't need more debt. Okay, I can understand the point. The Democrats are saying, okay, we need more, we can spend more, but we need to raise taxes, without really saying, okay, how are we going to raise taxes and where? I don't mind paying more taxes, but I do think the way that even Biden, who I'm going to vote for, is saying that he's going to make the capital gains rate the same as regular income tax rates if you make over $1 million. That's a huge mistake, because that's going to negatively impact investment and creating jobs, et cetera. So the modern monetary theory says you don't have to raise those income taxes, right? There's money there because the whole economy is just growing, and at this low level of interest rates, and there's probably going to be an economist that knows this a lot better than I do, saying I got it wrong somewhere, so I apologize in advance. But effectively, it's saying, look, if the economy is growing, we can take on more debt, and you don't have to do it to raise taxes. You don't have to raise taxes as long as you're growing the economy fast enough. So, you know, to me, right now, we've already done that to the tune of $6 trillion, give or take. To do it one more year or 2 more years and see what happens, then it's worth doing. Because there was a point in time not long ago, like 2010, when we had the last great recession, where people said, well, if we print this much money, you know, borrow this much and add it to the economy, then inflation is going to go through the roof. That never happened. Now people are saying all the things you're hearing from the Republicans, we can't add to the debt, and all the Democrats, we have to raise taxes on everybody, you're over 400,000. Well, we should just give this modern monetary theory approach with the stimulus payments a chance to work and see what happens, because you never know where it'll end up. Yeah. And so that's kind of like my long-winded answer on all this. I just think we go with what's been working with the stimulus payments, and I think that's going to benefit the economy a whole lot more than the Democratic approach or the Republican approach.
It's, I mean, essentially just a future us problem. I'm running the economy. I'll handle it later.
I have a Shark Tank idea real quick.
Well, I just had one question about the economy real quick. What about, Mark, the people on Twitter with the rose in their handle that say "Eat the Rich"? Are you worried they're going to actually try to eat you?
You know, I know I'm salty.
Yeah.
And so the sodium levels are going to go through the roof. So I don't think that's going to be very good for them.
Just be careful, because they're talking a lot about eating a lot of the rich people.
I've been seeing a lot of tweets at Mark Cuban with a guillotine on it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the guillotine?
Jeff Bezos. I think Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I saw it outside Bezos' house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going to eat that guy.
So my Shark Tank idea is just, why don't we form just a badass group, basically kind of like an X-Men style, or what was that Sylvester Stallone movie? The
Avengers?
Where they all kicked everyone's ass.
Rocky IV.
Billy knows what it is. Billy, was it? The Expendables.
Yeah.
Why don't we just put together these? We'll just use those people from the Expendables to go overseas and then just steal everybody's money and bring it back to the United States.
It's called war.
Oh, shit. Yeah, war. Should we start wars?
Yeah.
No. There's no good reason. I mean, wars are just fought differently now. It's bits and bytes, not bombs and bullets. It's just, that's how we're going to be fought, hopefully. But what's really cool to think about is, when do we get the real Terminators? Because we're getting closer and closer. You've got processing speeds and chips that keep on going up and up and up. You've got 5G and going to 6G, so you'll be able to communicate with these robots that are out there. The two missing pieces are manual dexterity. They can't really use their fingers yet on robots, and batteries, size and life, because you can't be plugged into an outlet.
Yeah, and humor. Like, I'm not worried about robots until they can make people laugh. When they can make people laugh, I'm fucked. That's my whole take on robots.
You seem to know a lot about robots, Mark. You seem to know a lot about their strengths and weaknesses. Are you invested in the artificial intelligence space? Do you have?
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, big time. So and robotics too, big time. That's the future right there.
You creating your own robot army?
My own robot army? Not yet.
No, but
not yet. But
serious question. Like, are you a little worried that the robots will turn on us?
No, not yet. Like maybe in 100 years, I guess that'll be a possibility, but not now.
Well, what the fuck? Why? That's another future. You're like, I don't care. I won't be here in 100 years.
I'm gone. Yeah, my kids will be around, right? But there's going to be ways. There's going to be ways to deal with it. But at the same time, like we're going to be able to implant these chips. So there'll be customized chips that we don't like. We know so little about the brain right now. Your body is like one big math equation with trillions of variables, and we know 1/10 or 1/1,000,000th of 1% of what those variables are. Over time, that 100 years from now, we're going to be able to recreate at least some portion of that into chips, implant them in your head, and you will have these custom chips that are able to do all these different capabilities that people can't do right now.
like it.
Plus, we'll have all that dexterity. Plus, we won't need power. So we'll have an edge on all the robots. We'll kick their ass.
And then we can infect them with a virus if they get like too out of control.
I'm out.
Well, right, the malware. That's right. And so we'll give them malware, right? And so we'll be able to take over their credit cards too.
We're going to get back to more Mark Cuban in a second. Before we do, I want to talk to you about brand new sponsor, Express. We love Express. Can we get a new sponsor alert?
Oh, not segments.
That's
Billy.
segment. New sponsor alert from Billy. It's Express. We love Express. It's all new, and it's all about you with a fresh assortment of casual, versatile, and super comfortable styles. They just sent us a sampler, a promo code of what we could use to buy on the Express website. I think I'm going to become a turtleneck guy this summer, or this wintertime. I feel like turtleneck guys, they've got something going on. They're like a toothpick guy with a job. So I might be investing in some turtlenecks from Express. They have a focus on comfort and fit. Most athletic or taller guys don't think that Express can fit them. That's the story of my life. But they have versatile styles for different body types. They even have wrinkle-resistant fabric that's great for traveling, along with that extra stretch for all-day comfort, which makes our lives a little bit easier. I can't wait to get my hands on some of these turtlenecks. I love them. I know Big Cat got like a denim jacket, maybe like a pool hall hustler in that thing. I know all the girls that I know back in high school, they used to skip school sometimes to go shop at Express, because Express is the absolute best when it comes to affordable and luxurious clothing. And again, it goes good with traveling. It's got that extra stretch for all-day comfort. It's comfortable as well. We love Express. You should love them too. You can check them out right now, and you're going to get $25 off your $50 purchase. I'm going to say that again. What you have to do is you have to text TAKE, promo code TAKE, to 397-737. You're going to get $25 off a $50 purchase. That's $25 free dollars. Christmas is coming up. We've let you guys know for a while. Christmas is coming up. Why not shop for that special somebody and get them some gear from Express, and you can get $25 off. All you have to do is text the word TAKE, T-A-K-E, to 397-737. That is at Express. And now, more Mark Cuban.
You had, a couple days ago, you had some controversial comments where you said you didn't think LeBron's title was real and the bubble doesn't count. Can you expand on that? You didn't say that?
Yeah, man, I just, I didn't say that.
Oh, well, you said we're going to just keep LeBron at 3-6, and we'll just keep going pretending this season didn't happen. That was what you said.
Yeah, no. But I'm good with that.
You like that, right? Yeah. Who
said, look, this season's so messed up. Best out of 7? No. Hell no. We said best out of 23.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I saw that you've actually been helping out Delonte West recently. You did a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
You helped track him down. How did that come into motion? Did you get a call from a friend or from a relative of his or like a former player?
No. We had tried to help Delonte before, and it didn't work out. I don't think he was ready yet. And then I saw all the pictures and people saying that he was in Dallas and where he was, I-75 and like 635, which is like 2 miles from my house. And so I started driving around looking for him and went and hunted down his mom's phone number, got a hold of his mom, and basically, can you ask her for his number? And got his number, left a message for him. And, he didn't call me back for a few days. Then he called me back and I told him, Delonte, don't move. I'm coming to get you. And that's what I did. went and got him a hotel room, let him sleep it off, went and got him some food, and sat there, waited for his mom to get there and waited with him. And then she got him on the plane and got him to rehab. And so you probably saw the picture. And then I just got a picture today. He was skydiving. So he's making progress. I just hope he stays with it. The first couple of weeks are tough, but I going through rehab and dealing with addiction, that's not easy. And dealing with mental illness, that's not easy. And so I hope he fights his way through it.
That's awesome. The world needs some more like positive stories. So it's a cool, just genuinely positive story. Can we talk a little about season 12, Shark Tank?
Sure.
Do we have any favorite? Let's start here. Are you worried at all that people are now coming on Shark Tank to just get that like pop of publicity and they don't actually want to do deals?
You know what? In the past, you would have been right, and that pissed me off all the time. But now, this season, we had to go – the Sharks were in a bubble that was 10 times more strict than the NBA bubble. Literally, we went from our room down the hall. There was like masking tape everywhere to tell us where to go. The elevator we had to take. The makeup people were in like hazmat suits. Then we went on set to shoot. We shot our 9 hours or 10 hours a day, whatever. Went right back to our room and did the whole thing again. And so it was strict. So those entrepreneurs that came, they also had to quarantine at least 8 days, and some of them a lot longer. And so they were stuck there. So they weren't just messing around. They really needed help. And, the whole, pandemic has really messed with a lot of people's businesses. And, we saw some really smart businesses that have pivoted and that we really helped. But there were some really favorites. And there were some really good deals because the people that were able to stick it out through quarantine really wanted it and really were good people. And I did more deals this season than I ever have in any other Shark Tank season.
I like it. Have there been any businesses that come on that are like pretty well established businesses, like successful businesses?
There were a couple. I don't know when this is going to air, but I can't tell you what happened. But there was a deal with dinosaurs that was the most incredible Jurassic Park type shit I've ever seen in my life.
You're making
Jurassic Park. It was just amazing. And they had these things set up like these were the actual dinosaurs they used in Jurassic Park, and the brains behind them and all that, because there's a new Jurassic Park movie coming out, or trying to come out, I guess, these days. So it was stunning. And we had other deals where there's just a lot of this was easily the best season in terms of good companies, because the companies that made it and stuck it out through the quarantine were companies that were really agile and fought their way through a pandemic. So, like I said, I did more deals than ever before, and the season is great.
That sounds very similar to my idea I pitched to Barbara Corcoran when she was here. I pitched her Jurassic Park. Everything that you saw in the movie, but we're going to do it in real life. We're going to do the embryos. We're going to create dinosaurs, put them in an island. She's heavily interested in that.
So I love it, right? So you do the real thing. We'll do the simulation.
Okay, so me and Barbara are going to team up on that one.
Pill, we'll be the blue pill.
You're right. She said there's no way you'd have the guts to go through on it.
What?
Yeah, so Barbara wanted to be in business with me, but she was like, yeah, don't worry about Cubes. There's no chance that Cubes even wants to do something like this. He's not a risk taker.
That's true.
Yeah, you just watch and see what happens.
You going to prove her wrong?
You just watch. And I love Barbara, but sometimes she's full of shit.
Okay, I'll put you down as also. That was my way of trying to get you interested by generating false competition against your rival. And it worked. It worked.
It absolutely worked.
That's the easiest way to get Mark Cuban to want to do something is tell him that someone said he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn close to the truth, too.
It absolutely is the truth. I think when was the last time we talked to you? I think we talked to you right during the pandemic, right when it started.
Yeah, we talked early in the pandemic, and then before that was Super Bowl.
Yeah. So we have the Barstool Sportsbook app is out now. Are you still kicking yourself that you didn't buy us when you could have?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that was a big miss.
About it.
You're
that
thinking
was my
about
problem.
it. That was a big miss. Like, we're doing stuff now with gambling. We're coming up with new bets that, like, are just, we're going to kick everyone's ass.
No, it's brilliant, guys. You guys deserve a ton of credit, man. I think, like I told you then, it's a grind. It's not an easy business, and you guys definitely had your grind on and made it work. So you guys deserve a ton of credit.
When are we getting gambling in Texas?
Hopefully sooner rather than later, because that certainly helps the sports business. I don't know when it happens, but I think now every state's going to need that revenue. So there's going to be somehow, some way that it happens.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I I did. I remember I had the Luka buzzer beater game. I bet against the Mavs, and I was so mad at myself because that's such a fun moment. I was like, God damn it! How could you do that? Brutal.
I never forget it, man. Because I wasn't in the bubble.
Yeah.
I was on my elliptical, right? And I'm watching it because I can't watch it with my family or anybody else because I get so intense. So I just like burn off the intensity on the elliptical while I'm watching the game. And I'm sweating, and Luka hit that shot, and I'm running through the house, jumping on my kids, jumping on my wife, and they're being disgusted. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And he lives for those moments.
And credit to the NBA for pulling it off because there was, when sports came back, I know that there's a lot of people who are skeptical and say, like, we don't need sports. We need to focus. Sports matter. Sports matter to people's day-to-day lives, and they matter to our entertainment and, like, what we look forward to. And I think there are some people that forget that. They forget what being a sports fan is and how much it really does matter to people's lives.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And, credit to Adam Silver and the staff at the NBA for making it all work. I mean, 0 positives. And credit to the guys, too, being away from their families, most of them for weeks or months at a time and sticking to the protocols, man, that's hard. Mm-hmm. Just doing everything by the book and, doing it for your teammates and doing it because literally 1 or 2 knuckleheads out of hundreds of guys and 1,000+ people could have brought down the entire thing and nobody did. And that's hard, man. Just look at, these guys, a bunch of them are the same age as college kids. And look what's happening on college campuses, and so for us to have our guys really stick through it, it's really, I'm proud of them, and I was really happy about it.
Yeah, one thing I missed from these playoffs was Mark Cuban gets a $400,000 fine for criticizing officiating. I needed you in the building to be interviewed for like some reporter to stick a cassette in front of your mouth after a game when you're heated. You say something a little off the cuff, and then boom, get that notice, that push notification from ESPN.
I wish I could have been there, man. I so wish I could have been there. Because I kept on thinking to myself, okay, would they be able to hear me from where they put the owners, right? Yeah. Would they be fining me for some of that stuff, like when KP got ejected?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Saved you some money.
Yes. All right, Cubes, I got one last question. It's the final question brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Go to ccmlens.com/take to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing needs, equal housing opportunity. The last question, I'm actually going to pass it off.
Wait, is this the Cross Country Mortgage question?
Last
I just want to make sure it's the Cross Country Mortgage question. So everybody knows it's the Cross Country Mortgage question.
That's why you're the best.
Do you need a new house?
Yeah, you probably do.
You should use Cross Country Mortgage. We better get a cut of that percentage too.
You should buy someone a house. One of our listeners.
Oh, I think you and Cross Country Mortgage, my favorite mortgage broker, should buy.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you for helping that. That's why the Cubes is the best. He helps out the advertisers, keep everything going. All right, so I'm passing off the Cross Country Mortgage last question to our intern Billy, who just sat in front of us.
What up, Billy?
He has an app idea. Now, Billy, just to give a background, if they did the background when they're walking up the Shark Tank, Billy is as prototypical of a 21-year-old bro that you can imagine. He owns like 7 what? What is he?
CTE.
Seats, maybe.
Well, no, he's a football player.
He's a former football player. He's got
hasn't graduated college.
He owns a zoo at his house. He has way too many animals. And Billy, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Cuban. I would like to.
What up, Billy? Name's Mark.
Thank you. I would like to address a large gap in the food and beverage industry that grows ever larger every day as COVID and a new generation of consumers enters the market. I have developed with some of my associates an app.
Billy, you got to talk up, man. You can't be a whip with your pitching to me.
No.
Talking to the mic, Billy.
I have an idea for a marketplace that will get information from producers to consumers in the nightlife and entertainment industry. How it would act is it would crowdsource information real time from people on the street going to, let's say, a bar or a restaurant, so they could then say like Waze, where if you pass a police officer on the side of the road, you could report that, and then it goes to the greater. It once uploaded to the app, it goes to the large population of users.
What's some of the information
You're
with
fucking
Billy?
Killing this, dude.
No.
Keep going.
So let's say, especially in the age of COVID, you don't want to go to a crowded bar. or nightclub. You go to the venue and say, oh, you get there, it's crowded. You then can report that on the app for a reward system, which then gets dispersed to the greater
you
population.
want people to not go where it's crowded because of COVID, which I get, but why
also,
would people want to go to dead bars?
A lot of individuals actually do want to go to bars where they can actually receive service and not just go to the most popular bar and have a bad night.
Cool. So, but here's the thing. If you go on Google Maps, and wait, I forgot. My answer to the cross-country mortgage question is, if you go on Google Maps, it kind of tells you that, because what they do is they kind of don't care about your privacy. And so they know where everybody's at, and they're able to tell you what places are busy and what places are not during a particular time period. So that's going to make it tough. Now, if you want to make a better interface on top of that, what you could do for your business is interface with Google Maps and pull that data and have that crowdsourcing part where people can also add to it the information, like it's crowded, not crowded, good, bad. Because remember, hopefully, COVID's not going to be here forever. And by the time you finish this app, people may want to go back to where it's crowded. So you've got to be able to turn the switch in your cross-country mortgage question pitch.
Right. But I think this would play a great role in, a lot of time. Basically, we have a new generation that if they go to the first bar, second bar, and they're not, having a good time, they're just going to go home and watch Netflix and smoke weed. This makes sure that the time they first go to the bar, it's the bar that they want to hang out and have a good time.
All I'm telling, I get that, Billy. But what I'm saying is, by the time you write this product and develop this app, 6 months from now you get it done. Hopefully, we're at least partially on the other side of this ship, and you're going to have to adjust. So it's not a bad idea, right? Knowing where to go. But what I'm telling you is the catch-22 in crowdsourcing is it's because there's other products. Foursquare has a product that does it, and Facebook has check-ins, right? So that people want to go on Facebook and check in, but people don't really use it for that. So you've got to be able to convince people to do it. And so you start off with the Google Maps, and then you do your pitching and your promoting and try to get it viral to get people to contribute so that you can do what you want to do. And then you have to be prepared to deal with it post-pandemic. Well, that all makes sense?
Yes.
Now, if you can get that to work, then maybe you can get the bars, and advertisers and liquor companies and whatever to pay you to do some things. But it's not going to be easy because a lot of this has been done before.
Talk about the ratio, Billy.
It's all about
the chicks.
But Billy was trying to cloak this in like a big public health blanket. In reality, this is the money part about the app.
Right, go.
You basically can get people, like let's say you basically get demographics to go where
you
they
want a lot
go.
of chicks at the bar, Cubes.
No.
So you want a lot of chicks at the
if a
bar.
guy looks at his phone and he's like, how many chicks are at this next bar I'm going to go to?
Get the vibe.
It
Basically,
tells
you get
you.
the vibe of the bar before you actually get
Billy,
there.
he's a businessman.
No, I get the vibe part. Right?
It's going to sell. The front end and back end have already been developed. It just needs to be, and I have an idea to create viral. It's targeted towards young people. Young people aren't going to use Google Maps. If you have
so you want to filter
name.
You want to filter people out like us unless so that you
have a new generation that needs an app to date, an app to order food, an app to get home. This is going to be the app that people use that's going to automate club promoters, automate all the stuff that people don't want to deal with when they go out and why they end up on their couch watching Netflix. And actually, streamline the industry for this new generation of people who have zero.
Sounds like my
skills.
life. No, I get you, Billy. It's not a bad idea. All I'm telling you is the hard part's the execution, right? The idea is decent, right? But the hard part is getting all those pieces to work together. So if you've got the app already written, then the harder part becomes how do you get people to crowdsource that information? Because you don't want to do a filter that just says, okay, here's a demographic. I want to know where they're at, point me in the right direction. And I want 10 or fewer people, or I'm in the mood. We want to go where there's a lot of people, right? But we want to know that social distancing is enforced or not enforced, depending what you're about. So you can do an app that does that, The hard part is getting how are you going to market it so people participate.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part of Billy's pitch is that he's like, I've already got it written. It's ready. It's done. Can I just have a bunch of money?
Yeah, he said the front end and the back end are done. That's total bullshit.
So, no.
Like, total,
I'm working with
bullshit.
my former teammates, and the kicker did the back end, and one of our offensive.
You don't know what the back end means.
It's the coding to do the servers.
There's no chance the coding.
I was put in charge of promotion.
Billy, thank you.
So
Billy, come
Billy,
on Shark Tank.
Billy.
I think I could explain it better there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Billy, what's the name of the app?
Gala.
Ugh.
Gallup. Okay. First, do trademark search because that might be tough. 2, when are you going to release it?
Well, we're looking to, once everything starts to open up again, it definitely needs some time.
All right.
We're in beta.
By the way,
in beta.
let's throw that name out. The name of the app should be How Many Dudes? Question mark. How many dudes at the bar right now? Yeah.
He's right.
That's how it can be
He's
promoted.
absolutely
That's how we
right.
would market it.
Yeah,
But that's what you need to say.
Yeah,
It's
it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
You go to the app store. If you see an app called How Many Dudes or you see an app called Gallup, one, you're looking for horses.
Yep.
The other, you're like, I know exactly what he means.
Gala sounds like you're trying to find a black tie affair.
Yeah.
Out on
No,
the
it's
town.
How Many Dudes, a.k.a. Are there chicks there?
Yeah.
Anyway, the ratio would be a thing. Like there could be like a sausage fest button, and then no one's gonna go to that bar, and they're gonna
That's the whole app.
The whole app. It will also like stuff like I don't know, like chill, like the type of music, the type of vibe. It's totally gonna work.
Yeah.
I may not be explaining it the best.
All right. Thank
I
you.
got you right. I got it exactly, Billy. So you've been on Yelp, you've been on Google Maps, you've been all the places that try to do a little bit of that, right?
Right.
The hard part is just marketing it and get people to use it. Right?
Billy, here's my
I
idea.
think that's kind of the easy part because there's a huge platform.
Here's my idea for you. Why don't you get a job at maybe a company with a massive media following with a lot of people that could help you promote this app?
I know.
So you got to start looking at companies that might be able to do that.
But the problem is it's all dudes watching the shows, right? And checking out the podcast, right? And so how are you going to deal with that?
Well, Billy's mom listens.
No. This is the part. So it's also going to be basically a social network of people who can then connect to other people. We're going to get influencers on the app and say, oh, they check in here.
Now you're complicating the shit out of it. Now you're fucking up.
I'm not.
Billy,
it's not too complicated.
Billy, be really good at one thing and make it work for one thing, then add to it. By the time you try to make it a big social network, now you're competing with other things, right? And then it gets more expensive, it gets harder, and more problems pop up.
Well,
if you make it, right, no sausage fest here type app, right? And then you grow it from that, then you can make something happen out of it.
Well, if we
try
approach
to do too much, you go too wide, that makes it tough.
But if we approach bartenders to give the vibe of the bar at that moment, because that's how I think our distribution would work to get people on the app, then it's like empty bar here. People are going to go to a bar with less people.
Okay, so you're a bartender at a club and you're starving, right? There's nobody there.
Right.
You're going to tell the truth or you're going to lie to get the people there?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to, but you're
gonna
basically,
lie.
There's a huge...
Are you going to press this is a sausage fest on your own
or
bar?
You're gonna be like, so many hot chicks here looking to fuck.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then you show up.
It's going to work.
All right.
You guys.
Thank you, Billy.
It was a
Thank
good
you for
pitch,
your
Billy.
It was a
time.
very good pitch. It was a very good pitch.
Billy, you got to go for it, Billy. I'm going to come back for the update.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there will be no update.
There will be an update.
No, thank you. All right, Billy. Thank
gonna
you.
get on Shark
Yeah,
Tank.
no, next
Thanks,
time
bro.
you come on, you're going to be like, whatever happened to Billy's app? And it's like, well, they're still working on the front end and the back end.
Back end is done.
No, the back end's not done. I have one last question. Do you ever have, when someone offers just an absurd price, do you sometimes respect it when they're like 3% for $10 million investment? You got to kind of respect it, right?
I mean, if it makes sense, yeah. If it makes sense, for sure, right? If they've got a business and the valuation is justified, yeah, then you're dumb if you don't do it. But if you come on and it's just total nonsense and you're in the clouds, then no, I'll just laugh. I mean, I have no problem when someone's just full of crap. I have no problem giving them shit at all.
Yeah.
But if someone built up a business, yeah, give them their props.
Yeah. Like
All right.
Billy's. Down to fuck. That's Billy's app.
DTF?
Yeah.
That's not
We
bad.
should just create an app for Billy where it's like it's Tinder, but it's just for Billy. That's really, then we don't need to do the app. Just get Billy laid.
I just want to help.
Billy wants to help people stay safe and healthy and not contract COVID.
Yeah,
and
it's nothing to do with
his I want to get a boner at a bar while I drink Jägermeister app is the key to doing that.
Yeah. This is also
Man, it's a worthy goal, man.
Yes.
It's a worthy goal.
Yes, and this is it's perfect because when we first pitched Barstool to you, you called us the hard dick business, and we have the next generation of the hard dick business here in Billy.
We've got
Was
an
that right?
incubator.
Yes, no, you're dead right. You're dead right. You're 100% right. All right, well, thank you
Get
so
on
much.
board while you can.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. We really appreciate your time as
You
always.
guys are the best, man.
Yeah,
Good to see
thanks
you.
so much, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Shark Tank Friday nights on ABC.
Love
Take
it.
care,
Season
guys.
12. Do it. All right, see ya.
That interview with Cubes was brought to you by 3Chi. We love 3Chi. I talk to you guys about it all the time. I've been getting overloaded with DMs with tweets from people saying that they are now trying 3Chi's Delta 8 THC. It's a legal version of THC. It's 100% hemp derived, and it makes you feel great. I'm not talking about the normal run-of-the-mill CBD stuff. I'm talking about something special that they invented. It's Delta 8 THC. It's formulated by a biochemist, and it is a hemp-derived cannabinoid. It's the first federally legal THC product sold in the USA since Prohibition started almost 90 years ago. Delta 8's effects are a great hybrid of CBD and Delta 9 THC, so it gives you that similar buzz that you get with the regular stuff, and you get all the medicinal effects of Delta 9 without all the laziness. You don't get the anxiety, the paranoia, or the mental fogginess. You don't get the anxiousness or the paranoia. What you do get is you feel far more active and outgoing, increased confidence. Delta 8 is amazing. We love it. I take it a lot. I know Big Cat takes it. Hank takes it. It is as close as you can get. Some would say even better than the real stuff, the Delta 9. Delta 8 is a federally legal version of THC. It's a great substitute. Again, you get that same great feeling. You don't get the negative side effects. And they're not just the best in the Delta 8 industry. They invented the industry, right? So it's 100% hemp-derived. It's legal. You can get it online at 3chi.com. That's the number 3chi.com. And at select retailers around the country. You have to be 21 to purchase. Check them out. Go to 3chi.com. Use promo code PMT at checkout. You're going to get 5% off your order. So 5% off if you go to 3chi.com. Use promo code PMT at checkout.
All right, let's wrap up. Billy, great job with the app. We're going to get anyone who wants to invest in Billy's app, he's ready. And we've changed the name. It's How Many Dudes?
No.
Or
Too many dudes, question
Too Many
mark.
Dudes, question mark.
It's not
Or
funny.
Are there chicks there?
No.
Question mark.
Okay, you know what? I pitched. I swung.
You
I
did a
struck
good
out.
job.
You did a good job,
I struck
Billy.
out.
Your only
That's the
problem,
thing.
Billy,
You
was
know, just
Billy,
you tried to be
Let's
too
not just talk about
professional.
it.
here's the thing, Billy. You may have totally beefed up your one chance to impress Mark Cuban, but how many 21-year-olds get to pitch Mark Cuban?
True.
So you're doing pretty damn good, man.
Okay.
We're going to pump you up.
Also, Billy, just use the tagline, "It's a good idea, Mark Cuban."
Billy, I'll invest.
Really?
Yeah, here.
How much money are you looking for,
$50.
Billy?
I'm going to give you $50. You can. Oh no, I already gave you $50 today.
Okay.
I'll give you I gave you $50. That's my investment.
Thanks.
Okay, Billy, I have invested in Billy's app. $50.
How much are you looking for? What's your A round of investing look like?
You know what? Let's just move on. It's
Okay.
over.
All right. Well, because you got the $50, you're going to cash out now.
No. You know, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the
Okay.
mood.
Okay. All right. Let's do some guys on chicks.
Sup, football guys. I did a Baudelaire photo shoot recently.
Wait.
Baudelaire.
Wait.
Baudelaire.
Wait. Try it again.
Baudelaire.
Try it one more time.
Boudoir. Boudoir.
You're getting close.
Boudoir. Bourgeois.
Boudier.
Boudier.
A bourgeois photo shoot would be funny.
Yeah,
Just like
but-
going out to brunch,
Boudoir.
walking your dog in your Uggs.
That's Instagram.
Boudoir.
Yeah.
Boudoir.
Okay.
What's that word?
Boudoir.
Boudoir.
Jake just trusts the computer. I'm not a machine, Jake.
That's for those of you who don't know, boudoir is what Cajun people put in those fried balls.
Actually, she clarifies a boudoir photo shoot, which is a photo shoot of me in lingerie or topless. I plan to turn the pics into
That's a really nice way to say nudes.
It's
literally.
classy because it's got a French term to it.
I plan to turn the pics into a book to give my fiancée, as a wedding gift. No, like, good job, whatever. I want to put some words in it, but I can only come up with corny stuff like "yours forever."
Oh,
what are some
don't do that.
What are some fun/playful/sexy phrases that I can put in this thing without being too cringe? Thanks.
I don't think the words are going to be that important in this gift. It's a good thought. I I appreciate putting in the effort, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you probably have like 6,000 words already.
I actually think you should use this as an opportunity to ask him to do, like, you know him well, your fiancés, you're about to get married. Use this, every single picture should have something that you know he is deficient in. So it's like, here are my tits. Can you please take out the trash? Here's my ass. Could you put your cereal bowl in the dishwasher? Like that kind of shit. Like
Pavlov's dog.
Yeah. Here's me in some lingerie. Hey, next time you eat chili, try not to put your shit-stained underpants in the hamper. I kind of shit like that.
I like that. So you can subliminally do it too, where maybe one of the shots is in the bathroom, and there's a toilet seat that's very much down in the background. Or just have it. Can they do a magic eye?
Yeah.
Can they make a magic eye poster out of your nipples? And so if he stares at it for too long, it says like honey, take the dog out, please.
Yeah, you're in the bathroom and there's a roll of toilet paper with no toilet paper on it anymore. It's like, change this.
Yes.
It's like little things.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad, Cat, PFT, and Handsome Hank. I forgot about it and left a tampon in for a week straight. Should I go to the doctor?
Wait.
Do the math.
How do
you forget that?
How'd you pee?
You pee out of your
There's
butt.
multiple holes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How, Billy?
Just goes
Go
out.
to the doctor. Toxic shock syndrome. I read about that once.
You did?
Yeah.
What's
It's actually really serious. You can die.
Okay, well, there you go. I trust Billy on this one. Billy knows more about the human body than anyone I've ever met. That's a fact.
I got bored in the bathroom and read a tampon box.
Oh, so it's like if you,
I was like taking a shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm bored.
Everyone's
my
done,
phone.
Everyone's been there where it's like, I can't physically take a shit without reading something.
Yeah. Usually it's like shampoo bottle.
Yeah.
Used to be like that for me. Now, is it if you keep the tampon on too long for one period, that means you pretty much don't have to use a tampon next time, right? Rollover minutes?
Yeah, I think so. Is this like when you swallow gum, you can have a tampon tree in your stomach? No, that's a watermelon seed.
No, it's not true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's watermelon seed.
I swallow that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. You eat gum.
Yeah, you do.
People forget Hank eats gum.
Yeah. My boyfriend is a diehard Patriots fan, still mourning Tom Brady leaving for Tampa Bay. I was born a Jets fan, but for obvious reasons have been considering switching teams. Is this acceptable? Many people have called me a front runner.
Yeah, I think you just write it on a cocktail napkin. I resign as fan of the New York Jets. And I work for Belichick.
As long as you don't care about your friends from where you grew up and you're just gonna adopt your boyfriend's friends and stuff, it should be fine.
Well, the other thing is you can do. I think the Jets fans, maybe not the Patriots because that's a rival, but Jets fans, I think at this point, if a Jets fan's like, "Hey, I give up," I think no one's gonna blame them.
Yeah, can you make a Lincoln Project for the New York Jets so you become a Patriots fan, but you just do it to shine light on the fact of everything that you hated about the Jets when you were on that team?
This is a moment in time. I'm going to officially say, Jets fans, if you want to declare your freedom, go for it.
But you can. I have a small problem with leveling up immediately to the Patriots.
No, yeah, you can't do that. But I'm saying go for
quantum
freedom.
leap.
Go for freedom. Try out freedom for a couple years, then go somewhere else. But the Jets are such a disaster. They give you nothing. Nothing.
The only problem with jumping straight to the Patriots is you're kind of hopping on that bandwagon when they're not necessarily the dynasty that they used to be.
Hank,
so
are you listening to this?
might get blamed. I'm just saying if you have a
Hank?
boyfriend that would be inclined to do such a thing, he might hold resentment to you and be like, "Wow, the second you started rooting for the team, they started going 500 all the time and getting coronavirus spread to their best players by Roger Goodell."
Facts. Sup, Dan Fats, PF Tall, and Honk, and Free Willy.
What the fuck?
Am I wrong for sticking with someone for just having an Australian accent? I mean, it's a decent relationship, but being able to say down under jokes and hearing Australian slang is enough for me. Am I crazy?
No, I think that's one of those things
That's life.
where it allows you to stay around a little bit longer because every time you introduce your boyfriend to somebody new, you get that residual shock from that other person who's meeting to be like, "Wow, I love your accent." And it reminds you, "Oh, yeah, I really do love this guy's accent."
Yeah, I'd agree.
Also, just any guy that can do an Australian accent, that's fishing with dynamite.
So hot.
So hot.
I'm not
Billy, do an Australian accent.
I was.
Oh, that was an Ali G.
Oi.
That's also British.
Do it.
Hey,
Kookaburra.
how are you, mate? Let's
pretty good.
Some kookaburras, get the koalas out, put some
good.
koalas on the barbie.
That's pretty
Look at this
good.
frog right here.
Yeah, he's
That's
got
pretty
She's
good.
got quite a sphincter on her. Hey?
Oi.
Billy, did you hear my fun animal fact from last show?
Yeah. Oi, you wanker. Go fuck yourself.
Billy, I'll teach you to say
You look
something.
like a wombat.
If you say
I'm old Greg.
say rise
Short kangaroo jack.
up lights.
Don't. It's a trap.
No, it makes it sound like you're saying razor blades in Australian.
Rise up blanks.
Rise up lights.
Oh, that does.
Say it.
Say it.
Rise up lights.
No, you're gonna make me say something stupid.
No, I'm
Pass
trying to
the
help you,
rise
Billy.
up lights.
Rise up lights.
Yeah, there you go.
Rise up lights.
I need.
Yeah,
I
there we
need.
go.
I need rise up lights for my shitty mustache.
Rise up lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rise up lights.
There we
Yeah.
go, Billy. He's
Oi.
got,
Good on
someone's
ya.
got his swag back.
Fair dinkum.
Hey, boys, especially PFT. Is PFT a virgin? IDK, just get that vibe. Thanks.
Oh, that's nice.
Big veg over here.
That's nice. No, I've fucked.
I mean, I'm the only one who's proven it.
Listen, I've fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my statement. It's like the Jordan facts of I'm back. I have fucked.
It has happened.
When did Fat Jon Snow and Uglier Searsay fall
Wait,
in love
what
with
the
football?
fuck? Is this a roast?
It is a roast.
What the hell? When did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just reading what I got.
Okay.
That was only the two rows, but they were right back to back. Different numbers. So I've lived with my boyfriend for about 2 years, and this past weekend he accidentally sent me a Snapchat of him pissing all over a bar bathroom. I'm talking on the walls and all. So that was like he meant to send it to the boys, accidentally sent it to his girlfriend. Since living together, I've felt our bathroom has smelled horrible like piss even after being cleaned. I'm freaking out now that he's done this in our bathroom in a
Yes.
drunken stupor.
Yes.
How do I address this?
Don't.
Just gotta sign up for the
Set
ride.
up a camera.
Now it's time to ride
Set
the
up a
roller
secret
coaster.
security camera.
Ooh, yeah. Set up a camera. Or I'm pretty sure I'm not there yet as a dad, but I'm pretty sure like you're supposed to put Cheerios in the toilet, and then he'll do target practice. I've heard that's a trick.
That's hard.
Yeah, well, obviously you don't hit it, but you are trying, so you're not spraying it everywhere.
That actually sounds awesome. I'm gonna do that at my house.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. It is funny that, like, if we're being totally honest right now, like, if we're being completely honest with everyone right now,
I'm a virgin, but only because I re-virginize myself every time. I ask for forgiveness and then I take an oath. So like I can go like rail lines off of a stripper's vagina, and I'll be like, next morning I'm a virgin again.
No, if we're being totally honest with ourselves, I'm 35 and I am probably only 93% potty trained. When it really comes down to it, when you count in like pooping your pants and also just like peeing on the seat, 93% potty trained. That's a little embarrassing.
I mean, the people that work here are savages.
Yeah, that's true. They are.
93% is pretty good though.
It is pretty good, but it's also hilarious to be like, oh, got a potty train. It's like, well, dude, practice what you preach.
Like, that's
You're
like-
not potty trained.
Yeah, that's Mark Price foul shooting.
Yeah, like
that's
I dribble
really
in
good.
my pants all the time. Not potty trained.
Or when you think you're done peeing and then you realize after some went in your pants.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I dribble in my pants. A little dribble.
Is it me or have the backs of urinals gotten a lot more reboundy recently?
Yeah, there has been a lot of
There-
splash.
Yeah,
You know
there's a
that-
new
dude, when
material that they're putting on these pissers.
And we didn't have Cheerios when I was growing up, but I always used to go for the X marks the spot. I'm talking about
What do you mean?
like in middle school. I guess it's a little older.
When were you born, Hank?
Yeah.
I think
No,
it's
I'm
the
saying
oldest
no
cereal.
one. I never
1903?
saw Cheerios in the bathroom. No one ever implemented that
God,
strategy.
but
on
you
me.
knew what Cheerios were,
of course,
right?
yes. But I would always shoot.
Henry
as a
Hank was
mistake.
like, I ate the Cheerios out of the toilet. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would shoot for the X marks the spot, and then it would always splash back.
Yeah.
but I would still do it sometimes
Yes.
just because it's like
Yes.
accuracy.
You know that's why they put those B logos in the urinals.
Yes.
It's
So
if you pee there, it doesn't splash
the
back.
little like mosquito or bee. Yeah,
or the logo.
yeah, or the,
Don't go for the X.
yeah. Don't go for the X. Why doesn't everyone just have ice in their urinals?
Ice is the best. It's
Yeah.
like
The
it's
best.
like you're playing an arcade game. You
Yes.
feel like you're at Dave and Buster's while you're in the bathroom.
Dude,
At Dave and
every
Buster's.
time. So Dion, he always talks about how he pisses outside. I think that's like the number one thing about being rich is that you can just have a property that you can pee on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the difference.
Yeah. Well, dogs do it all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Must be so liberating.
Yep.
All right, last one. Hey Honk, Ripped Cat, and PFT. My boyfriend loves animals and has always been overly obsessed with them. He does not fuck/finger blast them like Billy Football does. But his fetishes seem even worse. He especially loves kangaroos and refers to them as roo-roos. He constantly will lift up my shirt and poke his head through the neck hole. He will then pretend he's sitting in my roo-roo pouch and demand I pet his head and feed him snacks of his choice. He will then make me stand up and say, "Mommy roo, baby roo, roo-roo needs a tugging," which means he wants to give me a hand job while he was in my pouch. I almost always give him the hand job, but I'm really weirded out by it. Should I be worried, or should I let my boyfriend continue to do what makes him happy?
This sounds perfectly normal to me. Every guy goes through a kangaroo phase.
Yeah, roo-roos.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious thing to call breasts.
Right, the roo-roo pouch.
By the way, breaking moose.
Breaking roos.
Breaking roos. This even goes further to our newfound theory that whole video, the Fleetwood Mac video, was planted. Stevie Nicks has joined TikTok.
Okay, yeah, it's a plant.
It's over.
Fellas, it's a plant.
It's a plant.
MK Ultra.
We've been planted. We've been planted.
Billy, I want to do a podcast with you about MK Ultra.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm just going to get you on all the LSD, like government grade, and then just let you talk into a mic. That's our MK Ultra part. I'm going to do MK Ultra on you.
Awesome.
Don't be a pussy about it. Just do it.
D-Bab.
No, dude, I don't want to trip. If I get into a bad trip.
It's true. All right. Oh, number. And then we'll go.
8.
18.
Whale's
19.
puke is used in perfume, and it's actually really expensive.
So happy you're back. I miss you on Sundays, Billy.
I also heard that like beaver anus juice was used in vanilla and strawberry ice cream flavor.
That was going to be my fact.
God damn it.
How much does
How can you do that?
How much does a whale usually jizz? in
No,
gallons?
puke.
No, but like when it jizzes, how many gallons? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Is it a sperm whale?
48.
54.
19.
8.
400 gallons.
8.
If you're a serious tech company that wants to invest in my app, email me, billyfootballpmt@gmail.com. I swear to God, it's going to be awesome.
67.
It's a lot more put together than it might seem.
When do you think, let's do over-under real quick before we go, when do you think the first time one of us will get it?
Before the new year.
I don't think so.
Before the new year.
It's 1 in 100 odds, so.
Yeah.
Love you
well,
guys.
it's actually
No,
less
it's
because we keep the balls.
and also because 5 of us do it at the same time.
True.
So it's
even
really
less.
it's
Yeah.
1 out of
20%.
20.
120.
It's 1 out
We'll
of
get
20.
it someday. All right.
It's
See
5%.
See everyone on, what day is today?
Hank's mind just got blown.
Friday.
See everyone Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday. See everyone Friday.
Love you guys.
Today's another day to find you, shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone into your to say, I'm saying, but please don't away. Telling them that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone into your dreams. All the things that you say isn't a life, just to play my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. Shine away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Shine
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.